Peace, peace. Let's just go ahead and get on into this right here. This is some very disturbing news. Some information that I did not know. Uh, it's Dr. Umar reflecting on the assassination attempt on R. Kelly. Now, um my devastation is not upon what's going on with R. Kelly. What's going on in my mind is what Dr. Umar says about Angie Stone, which I did not know. But check out the Art of Dialogue. It's a dope channel. Way better than No Jumper. Check them out. All right, let's get into this though.
This is what his lawyer alleges, Art. However, the music industry cannot let R. Kelly go free. Why? Because they don't want R. Kelly to expose them, and they don't want R. Kelly to regain control over his music. What does R. Kelly, Prince, and Tupac Shakur have in common? Not only were two of them murdered partially by the music industry, and a third, God forbid, is right now having his life attempted on by the music industry in collaboration with the government. And there's really no separation there because white power is white power. But what they have in common are
And they did use drugs on them. Same thing that when I did that reaction to Jay Hood's video. So you know, all these things don't be ODs, like he said. They be K's.
these are three artists who are known to have as much unpublished music as they had published music. Are you following me? Tupac's death was partly desired because they had so much money they still stood to make off of Tupac's unreleased music. Prince's death was partially desired because they had so much unpublished music that they could steal from Prince. And R. Kelly, same thing. R. Kelly, like Prince and Tupac, was a workaholic.
Mm. All the unpublished music. Every time we used to think that Pac came out with a new song, remember that back in the day? Like, yo, is this some new Pac? Like, what are you talking about? It's crazy.
He has all kinds of unpublished material. And what did R. Kelly lawyer assert back in 2022, Art? When he first went to jail, right before or right after his New York conviction, and right after his Chicago conviction. In 2022, R. Kelly told the media through his lawyer that hundreds of his master recordings, Art, for his unreleased music were stolen from his home and studio. Let me say that again. In 2022, right around the time he's convicted and sentenced, R. Kelly finds out that hundreds of his unreleased master recordings were stolen from his home and studio.
Mm.
And then what do we find, Art? That some of R. Kelly's music was found on some of the major streaming platforms without his submission.
And this is a serious topic, but I know Umar be listening to some chaos.
And without his permission. How in the hell did the streaming platforms get music from R. Kelly that he never gave them?
Quick question. Nah, we're gonna say that. Nah, fuck, I'm gonna just say it. So, do people still listen to R. Kelly? Because if so, do people still listen to like classic oldies? Because they was on the same stuff disgustingly. You feel me? Like they was wilding. That me and you in the back of them days, you're talking about that Donna and we belong to. Yeah, they was wilding back then.
And then what else happened in 2022, Art? An album that R. Kelly didn't even create called I Admit was released in 2022. And it was quickly pulled from the shelf, and Sony Records.
I did not know that he had a record album called I Admit. That's bonkers right there. That's crazy.
Which is the parent company of RCA, who picked up R. Kelly after he was dropped from Jive, claimed no responsibility for the mysterious release of the I Admit album in 2022 while R. Kelly was in jail. We also know that before R. Kelly got convicted, he was in a tug of war with his parent company, Art, for not being properly compensated for his music. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I'm telling you, brother, this sounds just like Prince. What happened with Prince? In 2014, Prince gets his master recordings back. He'd been fighting for his master recordings for years. And then all of a sudden, he gets his master recordings back in 2014, Art, and he's dead by 2016.
That's crazy. Only 2 years later.
They trying to take R. Kelly out because they do not want to give him his music back. They've already stolen too much of it. They already owe him money that they never paid him. They don't want him to expose the music industry, and they don't want to get sued by R. Kelly. This takes me to Angie Stone.
And yes, he is still, even though he's, a convict, he's still able to sue them for the actual work and the money that he made from his career singing.
The Angie Stone R. Kelly situation, Art.
Now, this is where I started tripping. I had to bring this to your attention, man. Spread some light on this.
Are very similar. What did Angie Stone say in December 2024? Angie Stone did a live where she said her parent company owed her royalties that they had not paid her. She said they owed her multiple millions of dollars. And she said she was going to get her money and expose the label.
I never knew that. I'm about to start. I gotta be careful on Freedom Boulevard. But you must speak truth to power. But you guys do that like Stokely Carmichael. He went to Africa.
I'm going to get my money and I'm going to expose the label. And then that was in December 2024. February 28th, Art, Black History Month, final day. She's performing in Alabama. March the 1st, she's driving with her entourage to the next destination. And all of a sudden, they get into an accident.
I remember that. She passed away in that accident and got ran over or something. I know it sounded weird. And oh my God, so brutal.
The media reports that Angie Stone dies in a car accident, and she's the only member of her entourage who dies in the car accident. And then we find out, Art, that she didn't die in the car accident. A snow bunny helped her out of the car. Because Angie Stone was discombobulated, according to the woman who helped her out, she told her to sit on the side of the road. Look at this, Art. Sit on the side of the road.
I did not know that somebody helped her out of the car and that she was, still alive. That's some movie shit.
As soon as she tells Angie Stone to sit on the side of the road, an 18-wheeler.
I graduated with a bachelor's in pastoral theology, and I work with the position here that I'm at as an assistant pastor. I
crosses the median on the highway, Art. An 18-wheeler crosses the median on the highway and runs Angie Stone over, killing her and nobody else.
That is bonkers. And why would it be crossing over the median out of nowhere? She just helped her up, told her to sit on the side, and then, they got cars that drive themselves too,
Help me understand, Art. What are the chances that you get into a car accident You climb out. So the first attempt was unsuccessful, Art. The first attempt was unsuccessful. She was supposed to be unalived in that accident. She climbs out. You know how we know that? Because the media had already reported she passed in a car accident, Art. The media had already reported it. So then,
They reported that first. I mean, I know they don't really get the proper news all the time, and they might jump the gun.
and you know, the media already gets the news. Okay? When the Honorable Marcus Garvey died in England, Art, the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, father of modern Pan-Africanism, greatest organizer of all time of any race. The newspaper reported he was deceased before he was deceased, which is why some people believe that Mr. Garvey was poisoned.
Well, allegedly, that's what they said about Nipsey Hussle. I think a character named Loose Cannon. He's in the feds right now also. But yeah, he alleged that Big U, who was also in an indictment in the feds, called him about Nipsey Hussle's death before he died.
And that's why he died on June 10th, 1940. I'm just
Oh, June 10th. Speaking of June 10th, that's crazy.
drawing a parallel here. The media reported that Angie Stone died in a car accident, but she wasn't dead. They were told to report that because those who arranged for her murder did not think that the first attempt could go wrong. But you always have backup at that level, Art. So to
And then probably try to get the news out quicker than any real news sources that may have tried to got there. So probably put it out first, and imagine them getting a car accident with someone, then them having another agent somewhere driving on the highway too and slowing down. Like some white lady, like you said, and helping her out, like, oh, it's gonna be okay, just stand right here. And she walks off to the side of the highway on the phone or something, and next thing you know, an 18-wheeler runs over Angie Stone.
make sure she didn't get out of that situation alive. After she climbed out the car, the totaled car, she sat on the side of the road with the assistance of a Caucasian woman, an 18-wheeler, just so happens, Art, crosses the median and runs our sister over, taking her life and nobody else's. That is not a coincidence.
No, that ain't no coincidence. What y'all think, man? It's getting real spooky out here. It's getting real spookish out here.
R. Kelly is in the same situation as Angie Stone. The only difference between Angie Stone and R. Kelly is more popular, has more music, and is owed more money. Angie Stone was free as you can be in a racist society. R. Kelly is trapped in solitary confinement. Look at Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez gets.
I ain't know all this was coming up out there either. Dr. Umar, he be talking that talk. Pardon me.
Stabbed what, 14 times? And right before Tory Lanez, and prayers to Tory Lanez, blessings to Tory Lanez, blessings to his family. I see his father is a real strong fighter. Now, let me say this, Art, because when I don't know something, I don't know something. As far as the back and forth going on as to whether or not Tory Lanez pulled the trigger that shot Megan in the toe,
come on now,
whether it was Kelsey, I can't get into that. I don't know enough about that. If I don't know, I don't know. If he's innocent, he need to be released. If he did it, I still don't think he should have got 10 years because it wasn't an attempt on a life. But that's just me. Anyhow, I'm not going to deal with that part. But I'm going to deal with this part. Is it a coincidence, Art, that days before he gets stabbed up, days before, he submits an appeal to have his case retried?
Word. That's deep right there. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. Y'all over here watching me, man. Help me out. Share this out. Like, leave a comment. You all appreciate y'all for coming through. That was real spooky. I never knew that. Rest in peace to Angie Stone, Prince, and Michael. We out. Oh, what happened to the? There you go.